Chapter 3. Garfield was meditating on top of roof of Normandy when Edie interrupted him with news. "Garfield, Grunt the Team Krogan wants to see you," said Edie with voice.
"Very well, I will see him in exercise room,"
said Garfield. Garfield entered the exercise room and began running to rockin' workout music that reminded him of the high school years.
"Now this is taking my back,"
said Garfield with nostalgia. While Garfield was reminiscing of glory days of football and girls, Grunt walked in and approached Garfield with earnest.
"Garfield, I am having trouble. I am feeling anger and angst,"
said Grunt with angsty face.
"It is okay, my friend. You are going through the puberty,"
said Garfield with biology.
"I feel all new things that are new,"
said Grunt the Krogan.
"It is okay, let us have a friendly bicycle race that will help out hormones,"
said Garfield with physicality. Garfield and Grunt then had a friendly bicycle race around the Normandy to work off stress and hormones. Garfield came in first by large lead, but Grunt did not mind to lose to such manpower.
"You are too much man for me, Garfield,"
said Grunt with perspiration.
"It is okay, but do you feel better?"
said Garfield with concern.
"No, I am afraid I think we will need to be going to Krogan homeworld to ask Krogan elders,"
said Grunt the Krogan with tantrum.
"Very well, we will go and see elders and have you cured. Put the pedal to metal and blaze us to Krogan homeworld,"
roared Garfield with orders. The Normandy sped to Tutunka, the home of Krogan Galaxy, over in order to find a solution to Grunt's Riddle of Adolescents. When they arrived on Tutunka, Garfield and crew waltzed out to surroundings.
"Where is Krogan leader?"
cried out Garfield to the heavens. On hearing Garfield call, a Krogan approached Garfield.
"The Krogan leader is over there,"
pointed the Krogan.
"Thank you, Krogan,"
said Garfield with gratitude as he walked off. As Garfield walked, he saw a Krogan guarding a door and approached him.
"Where is this lead?"
asked Garfield with curiousness.
"This is where Krogan females are. No aliens are allowed to see females, not even Garfield,"
said Krogan with warning air.
"I see all females,"
declared Garfield with righteous roaring as he headbutted the Krogan into the ground. After the stupid Krogan was headbutted, Garfield lunged into female camp, where he made sweet lovings to all Krogan females for many hours. After his love fest, Garfield went back to the male camp to get back to business.
"There is the Krogan leader,"
said Grunt, pointing to the Krogan leader. Garfield strutted up to the Krogan leader like a hotshot cowboy and stared into his eyes with resolute.
"What is wrong with my Krogan?"
demanded Garfield, pointing towards Grunt.
"Your Krogan is in puberty. He needs to go through the rite. You must go see the shaman,"
said the Krogan leader.
"I respect culture. I will do the rites,"
said Garfield with civil rights. With this said, Garfield and Grunt went to the shaman who was doing a shaman dance.
"Halt, shaman. I want none of your foolery,"
said Garfield with staring eyes. "I am doing cultural ritual. Respect our heritage," said the shaman.
"I respect 3 things: strength, justice, America, and lasagna,"
said Garfield with heart.
"Very good, Garfield.
You are manly enough for the rite. You must go ahead into the arena and survive all challenges," said the shaman with admiration. Garfield and Grunt went into an area ready for heated challenges and challenging battles.
"Look, Garfield, there are wolves,"
said Grunt with concern.
"I never met a wolf I did not like to slam,"
said Garfield wittily, as he took the wolves and slammed them one-on-one like lightweight footballs. After shattering wolves like glass, Garfield and Grunt heard loud earthquake sound. It was the Thrasher Maw. "Aha! Garfield, I see you beaten my wolves, but can you best me with mighty muscle?" challenged the Thrasher Maw with high self-esteem.
I take on all,
roared Garfield with a belly full of courage.
We will see who is true manliness,
said the Thrasher Maw as he faced down Garfield in showdown stance. Garfield and Thrasher Maw circled each other with battlefield legs, eyeing each other like doves ready for combats. Suddenly, the Thrasher Maw pulled out his flammer thrower and began spraying flames of ambition at Garfield. Haha, Garfield, the temperature is rising in Celsius. I hope you are not getting too hot for your fur, mocked the Thrasher Maw with defiant grin.
Agah!
Cried out Garfield as his fur singed in hotness. You will be my cat stew on my turkey dinner, roared the Thrasher Maw with evil snickers.
Here, have knuckle sandwich instead, but do not be choking on the bone,
said Garfield with cool style as he jumped at the Thrasher Maw and punched him with the force of runaway speed train. No, why me? Cried the Thrasher Maw as he was punched in two with manly force. After beating the evil Thrasher Maw with mind and body, Garfield and Grunt returned to Krogan camp to receive praise.
Congratulations, Garfield. You beat the Thrasher Maw. You are now honorary king of the Krogan, said the Krogan leader.
Yes, thank you, Garfield. Now I am no longer in puberty and can control my emotions, said Grunt, the team Krogan.
It is no problem. I needed good workout,
said Garfield with thumbs up. With these wise words, Garfield and crew returned to Normandy. Garfield, however, had to head to Medlab for checkups since he was burned. Your fur is burned, but you should be okay, said Dr. Chakwas with relief.
Are you sure? Would you like closer examination?
Said Garfield with sass. Yes, maybe a more in-depth checkup is needed, said Dr. Chakwas with flirty smile.
Perhaps you need a checkup, doctor. Maybe you need to take off your clothes just in case there are lice in your pants, said Garfield with romance.
Oh, Garfield, you make me feel like schoolgirl in love, said Dr. Chakwas with love-sick eyes.
Hey, I like professionals and you are one professional babe, said Garfield with glimmer in the eyes.
Garfield, I have been seeing you from distance but too afraid to speak. But I need you now in the moment of danger. Will you have me? Said Dr. Chakwas with heartfelt love.
Yes, my medical equipment is ready right now, said Garfield slyly as they embraced and made lovings on the lab tables all night long with medical precision.
To be continued. Chapter 4. It was a warm, sunny morning on the Normandy, full of blooming rose flowers and violet plants. Garfield was playing intense games of Bball with Garrus in the Bball arena. A boombox was playing cool hip-hop beats while they were playing. Garfield and Garrus were both scoring slam dunks and making points. Garfield had the ball, was spinning it on his finger like Hurricane. Garfield was trying to block the ball with his legs. Garfield then threw the ball from across the field, scoring a basket with mighty swoosh and winning the game.
Wow, Garfield, that is one kind of shot,
said Garrus with awe.
It was nothing. I am working up sweat though. Let us hit the showers,
said Garfield with sweaty confidence. In the locker room, Garrus snapped Garfield's behind with his towel for comedy.
Haha, Garrus, you are such comedian,
said Garfield with jolly laughter. Towels are fierce weapons for proud warriors, said Garrus jokingly. Garfield, this is Edie. We have new reports of crew member for you, Jack the criminal, said Edie with informative voice.
Where is this criminal?
Said Garfield with question. Jack is in the Blue Suns flying prison Purgatory, said Edie.
I do not like Blue Suns. They are unmanly bad doers, said Garfield with distrust.
It is okay. They promised not to do bad, said Edie with consolation.
Very well. Set course for Purgatory at maximum speed. Do not stop for man, woman, or child,
said Garfield, finger pointing in the air. The Normandy sped for Purgatory with galactic urgency, not stopping for supernovas or black holes. At arriving at Purgatory, Garfield landed en route and entered flying prison. "Greeting, Garfield. I am Blue Sun's leader of Purgatory. I am here to guide you to Jack," said the Blue Sun's leader of Purgatory.
"Better not try to be funny, or I will silence humor forever," said Garfield with serious tone.
"I promise to be good and right citizen," said Blue Sun's leader of Purgatory. The Blue Sun's leader of Purgatory led Garfield to a cell which had Jack in it. "Hello, Garfield. I am Jack the criminal. I am bad person," said Jack.
"You are girl, yet not girly," said Garfield with wonder.
"I am tough, scrappy female with troubled past," said Jack.
"Come, let us go back to Normandy," said Garfield in understanding tone.
"No, so fast, Garfield. You are my prison now," said evil Blue Sun's leader of Purgatory as he surrounded Garfield and Jack with many Blue Sun soldiers.
"What?"
said Garfield with uproarious roar. "I am taking you in prison for money. I will be rich," said Blue Sun's leaders with lusty greed.
"You Blue Suns are yellow like dogs. First you take my lasagna, now you take my freedom. No more, I will be sending you to a early hell morning," shouted Garfield with manly vocal cords.
"It is too late, Garfield. You are surrounded. You are mine forever," said Blue Sun's leader of Purgatory.
"Humph! Fool, you are the one in prison of greed," said Garfield with philosophy.
Garfield then put his fingers in the mouth and blew his whistle with fury. Garfield's custom Harley-Davidson motorcycle with lasagna headlights then crashed through the ceiling, jamming cool, triumphant music as it came. Garfield then hopped on the motorcycle and put on his sunglasses because the sun always shines on Garfield, even in spaceships.
"Time for joyriding,"
said Garfield chilly as he took out the lasagna-flavored cigarette and put it in his mouth. Garfield put his motorcycle on hyperspeed and blazed through the Blue Sun's mercenaries. "Curses you, Garfield," said the Blue Sun's leader of Purgatory as he shook his fist in the air.
"I have appetites for violence, and it is almost dinner time,"
said Garfield as he puffed on his lasagna-flavored cigarette. "Chew on this, Garfield," said Blue Sun's leader as he chucked a grenade at Garfield with desperation.
"You should try some of your own cookings before serving,"
said Garfield coolly as he shot the grenade with his Desert Eagle back at the Blue Sun's leader of Purgatory, who caught it in his mouth. "Ah, Garfield!" screamed the Blue Sun's leader of Purgatory as he exploded.
"Looks like it blew up in your stomach,"
said Garfield slyly as he walked away. "Garfield, we must leave now," said Jack the criminal.
"No problem, babe. Hop on my Harley,"
said Garfield. Jack hopped on the back of his motorcycle, gripping Garfield's waist. Garfield and Jack rode out of Purgatory with speed of unicorns.
"Here is present to remember me by,"
said Garfield as he looked back the ship and tossed his lasagna-flavored cigarette at the Purgatory, causing it to explode. Garfield and Jack landed back in the Normandy, where Garrus and crew were waiting. "Good work, Garfield. You saved the day again," said Garrus with thumbs up.
"It was easy, like lasagna cake,"
said Garfield with relaxed sigh. "Garfield, you saved my life, but I still don't like you because I am bad," said Jack the criminal. "Oh-ho, Garfield looks like she will not fall for your charms," said Garrus jokingly.
"Want to bet? I can make lady out of her yet,"
said Garfield with knowingness. "Okay, Garfield, I bet you $500 of lasagna you cannot make her into a proper lady," said Garrus with smirk.
"You are on, bonehead,"
said Garfield with handshake. Garfield then walked over to Jack with purpose.
"Jack, I'm taking you to shopping and making you into lady."
said Garfield. Okay, but I am still not liking you, said Jack. Garfield and Jack then went to Citadel to go shopping for clothes and makeup and perfume. Try on this dress, Jack, said Garfield as he gave her a short purple sparkly dress. Okay, Garfield, but I still don't like you, said Jack as she tried on the dress. Jack tried on the purple dress as well as matching purse and perfume with smell of flowers and lasagna. Garfield, I feel like true woman, thank you, said Jack with gratitude. No problem, let's go back to Normandy for celebration, said Garfield. On returning to the Normandy, Garrus saw Jack as true lady and realized he lost the bet. Wow, she is true lady. I have lost bet. Here is your $500 in lasagna, Garfield, said Garrus with defeat. Thank you, Garrus. I will spend it on pantaloons, said Garfield with victory. As Garfield took his prize money, he went to the captain's cabin where he saw Jack was waiting for him. Garfield, you are like a man like no other. I did not think love was possible until now, said Jack with love in her eyes. You are special lady now that you have nice dress, and are pretty to look at, said Garfield with understanding voice. Yes, Garfield, thank you for making me worthwhile. Let me thank you with special gift, said Jack with flirtations. Sure think, sexy babe. Let me show you my Jack, said Garfield with a wink and nod. Let me warn you, I am rough and tough rebel, said Jack with sass. I will rebel in your pants, said Garfield with romance. Garfield and Jack then embraced and made sweet lovings all day and all night until they broke dawn. To be continued.